Social entrepreneurs. Social entrepreneurship. What is it? Have you ever heard of that term? If you're like my students, some of them have, and others are sort of still puzzled by the notion of a social in front of the entrepreneur. Now, why are we talking about this? Some of the leading thinkers, like Michael Porter and Mark Kramer, are suggesting that social entrepreneurship is the solution to many of these current problems that global leaders are facing, business leaders are facing. They are actually arguing, as you've probably read, that leaders that run corporations, typical businesses, should look at social entrepreneurs and understand how they're operating and functioning. Now, who is a social entrepreneur? I put up some images of Muhammad Yunus, a Peace Nobel laureate, who created Grameen Bank, a microfinance lending institution, who gets credit to sort of popularize this notion of social enterprise. Bill Drayton is a person that created the term social entrepreneur and an organization called Ashoka, which is funding those people that are addressing the big social needs, environmental needs of humanity through entrepreneurial endeavors, not through the government in the traditional way, and not through the NGO pathway in the traditional sense either. So it's important to just wrap up in our understanding who is a social entrepreneur and why are Bill Gates and Henry Ford not necessarily considered social entrepreneurs, they're considered entrepreneurs. Let me just give you a synopsis, okay? So Bill Gates and Henry Ford typically are seen to create financial value. They probably are purpose-driven individually, yet their organization necessarily hasn't been purpose-driven to the degree that it provided an impact and created an innovative solution to a systemic social problem that's either caused by market or government failure, aiming at disruptive innovation. Now, both Henry Ford and Bill Gates created systems and innovative solutions to a systemic problem, that of information exchange or that of low-cost transportation, for example. Yet they used the market to do so. A social entrepreneur operates where the market is failing, where the government is failing, where we yet don't have the structures to address the problems that we're facing. Muhammad Yunus, for example, created a new banking system because the market didn't work in Bangladesh and beyond to provide people without collateral a loan. There are many social entrepreneurs in the educational sector where in most states, nation states, the government is supposed to provide. Yet they come up with novel solutions to problems where the government is failing. Social entrepreneurs are considered somewhat these modern-day saints. You see CNN and other news outlets celebrating them as sort of, modern-day heroes. Yet I think the best way to think about social enterprise and social entrepreneurs is it's a mindset. Anybody can access that mindset, whether they're part of the government, whether they're part of the market, whether they're part of a business, an NGO, an educational institution, or anything. If you set out to fulfill a higher purpose and create impact by providing an innovative solution to a systemic social problem where currently the market and the government are failing to provide a solution, and you aim to disrupt and you provide disruptive innovation, then you're fulfilling sort of the pathway of a social entrepreneur. This is what Porter and Kramer are saying business leaders should become. They should operate their organization towards disruptive innovation to be purpose-driven, to have impact, and provide innovative solutions to systemic social problems. That refers to the environmental crisis, to corruption, to the social inequity, poverty. You name the global social problem. Social entrepreneurship ideally unfolds its power as a mindset, as a different way of thinking about how to organize, to be an entrepreneur.